So my goals... Oh. Hey guys, it's Abby. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to talk about my 2016 book goals slash resolution slash challenge. So I'm just going to be talking about a couple book related stuff. So my goal book-wise this year is to read 50 books. That is the Goodread challenge that I put myself up for. I make this challenge every year. I've never made it, so I'm really not that afraid of failing. It's not the end of the world if I don't read 50 books. Like, that's a lot of books for a normal human being. I know it's not a lot for, like, booktubers. Some people read 100 books a year, but I'm shooting for 50. I'm a student. I got other stuff to do, but I'm already on a good pace, so hopefully that works. So I'd love to just read more in general. This last year was such a bad reading year for me. I read 15 books, which is the lowest amount of books I've ever read in a single year. Like, I'm sure of it. And I don't know what was up with 2015, but I am trying to avoid that. And hopefully with this channel, since I just started it, it's going to help me read so much more than I ever have before. Some other personal goals just within the number challenge is I also want to read more series. I'm so bad about series. Everyone on BookTube talks about all these series. They have all their books lined up on their shelves with the matching spines, and I'm just like, oh, I never get past the second book, and I feel so bad, and I don't know why I do that. So my goal is to finish a couple series this year, at least one series. Like, if I can do that, then I'll be proud of myself, because it's just been so long since I've actually finished a series. Also, I'd love to just read more fantasy and sci-fi. I talk about in my book review of Zodiac, if that's up. I'm not sure which video is going up first, but I do a book talk about Zodiac, and I talked about how that was the first sci-fi slash fantasy book that I've read in ages, and so because of that, I want to kickstart and try and read more of those. Obviously, I want to keep up this book channel, and I want to talk to other people about books, and I never get to do that. And so I'd love to just keep up with this channel, help it grow, talk about books, be excited about books. Like, I feel like I lost some of my spark for reading, which is never a good thing, so I'm trying to gain that back. Also, I will be doing Popsugar's Ultimate Reading Challenge. And if you are interested in what those are, I will read them off, and I'll also leave the link to it below in the down bar. The first book is a book based on a fairy tale. The second book is a National Book Award winner, a YA bestseller, a book that you haven't read since high school, a book set in your home state, a book translated to English, a romance set in the future, a book set in Europe, a book that's under 150 pages, a New York Times bestseller, a book that's becoming a movie this year, a book recommended by someone you just met, a self-improvement book, a book you can finish in a day, a book written by a celebrity, a political memoir, ooh, a book at least 100 years older than you, a book that's more than 600 pages, a book from Oprah's book club, a science fiction novel, a book recommended by a family member, a graphic novel, a book that is published in 2016, a book with a protagonist who has your occupation, so a student, a book that takes place during summer, a book and its prequel, a murder mystery, a book written by a comedian, a dystopian novel, a book with a blue cover, a book of poetry, the first book you see in a bookstore, a classic from the 20th century, a book from the library, an autobiography, a book about a road trip, a book about a culture you're unfamiliar with, a satirical book, a book that takes place on an island, a book that's guaranteed to bring you joy. So that is the list of challenges for Popsugar's 2016 book challenge. I'm probably going to overlap some and, like, read a book that's maybe it's under 150 pages, but it's also a sci-fi, and, like, you know what I mean. I'm probably gonna double up on things. I'm not going to beat myself up if I don't finish it. It's not that big of a deal. It's just kind of something I'm using to try and broaden my horizons. Like, I want to read more and different kinds of books, and not everything that I would usually read, so that's kind of what my year of reading for 2016 is going to look like. Hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy watching me go through all of this in 2016. So let me know below what you want to read this year. Thanks for watching. Bye.